Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed last week's video about my creepy trip to Target. I hope that was fun and enjoyable for you. As always, please like and share. This week we got a more serious topic. I'll tell you more about it right after this message. Welcome to my channel. My name is Is316 or simply IZ. I'm a socially conscious hip-hop artist, community activist, radio and TV personality, and entrepreneur. I've produced and released several albums as well as met some of my favorite artists. But this is my channel and I want to be your favorite MC. Today I want to talk to you about something more serious. I think it's very important as a socially conscious artist to speak up about things that need a voice. And I've always been that type of person who keenly felt injustice and wanted to do my best. This next topic that I want to talk to you about hits a little close to home tonight, and so I want to be sensitive in what I'm talking about. And tonight I want to talk about the Albert Wilson case. Now, when we talk about the case, I want to first say that I definitely don't believe in clout chasing, and I just want to lend my voice to the situation. I did reach out to his family and some contact people to make sure that I got the right information and that I had the family's permission to do this video. Again, my purpose is only to help. So in September of 2016, University of Kansas student Albert Wilson visits a bar in Lawrence, Kansas. If you know anything about Lawrence, Kansas, it's a college town. That's where KU is. So on this particular night in September, he goes to a bar where he meets an underage girl. If you see me look down at my phone, that's because I want to make sure that I get all the information correct. So he meets an underage girl. She wasn't carded. They dance a little bit. They kiss on the dance floor, and eventually they end up going back to Mr. Wilson's apartment. According to Mr. Wilson's testimony, they did some kissing, but no intercourse happened. And the KBI, which is Kansas Bureau of Investigation, backs up that no semen was found. They go back to the bar. Mr. Wilson thinks nothing of it. October, so the following month, the girl, who turns out to be 17, goes and tells the police about this incident. November, they go pick Mr. Wilson up, and that's where kind of a world of trouble started for him. I don't think that he was able to get a fair shake in this case. Him being a minority male, and your jury should be representation of your peers, and that's kind of hard to happen in Lawrence, Kansas, where the minority population is probably under 10%. He was convicted to 12 years because of this case, and it's just circumstantial evidence that they have on him. One of the big things is the prosecutor in the case. Her name is Amy McGowan, and to say the least, she has a checker past. I want to read this to you, and this comes from the Lawrence Journal. It says, the Assistant District Attorney for Douglas County, McGowan, was the prosecutor on the case. In addition to seeking justice for wrongdoings within the courtroom, Ms. McGowan has been found to have committed her own share of wrongdoings inside the courtroom. According to the Lawrence Journal, McGowan has been removed from previous cases after the Kansas Supreme Court faulted her for trial errors. Go to freealbertwilson.com and check it out. Don't take my word for it. I felt it was important to really talk about this because as a black man, you kind of feel trapped sometimes. On one hand, you have the world who wants to broadcast your sexuality. So obviously that's going to make people look at you in a sexual manner. But then in the same sense, you have the media who demonizes us. So as soon as something happens, you automatically look at this black male like, yeah, he could have did it. And so we don't necessarily get a fair shake here. I'm not trying to victim blame here. I don't know the victim at all, and whatever she's going through, I am a proponent of mental health, so I hope that she's okay. But in the same sense, it's more important that we bring justice in. It's also important the mental health of his family that he's separated against. It was also important for me to reach out to his family and ask them if it was okay for me to talk about this. I don't have the hugest platform, but I hope that through my platform I can show you that I'm more than just a musical artist. When I say that I do conscious music, socially conscious, that's really what I'm about. I want to use my voice to stand up and tell a different narrative about who we are. And I want you to take action. And my call to action today is for you to write your senator, Google, go to freealbertwilson.com, learn about the story, contact anybody who you may know who can shed light. This has gotten national attention, and you don't even really hear about it on our local news here. So that kind of says something to me. So the family is asking that you contact Governor.Kelly or the Lieutenant Governor and tell them that you want her to look into this. It's important that we do everything we can to support Mr. Wilson at this time. He's essentially, by my take, a person who's had their whole life derailed. And this is a stark contrast between a guy who got caught raping someone, and the judge says, well, he's an athlete, so we should just let him go. Well, you got 2 college students, 2 sexual cases going on. One gets off with a slap on the wrist and one gets 12 years. And in my mind, the only difference is their pigmentation. You can call it what you want to, but I encourage you to get out and look and don't just sit back and listen. My thoughts and prayers go out to Mr. Wilson, whom I've never met. They also go out to the family and all of those who are supporting. This has been done in nothing but love, and I hope that you guys are all right. Peace. Welcome to my channel. My name is Is316 or simply IZ. I'm a socially conscious hip-hop artist, community activist, radio and TV personality, and entrepreneur. I've produced and released several albums as well as met some of my favorite artists. But this is my channel, and I want to be your favorite MC.